No on-track action this weekend in the world of Formula 1, but there's plenty to discuss, and we're keeping it this Sunday a very Red Bull-focused Sunday. Now, there was all the talk about the possible move for Lando Norris that Red Bull tried to make earlier this year. That, though, has been downplayed, and we need to start looking to the important stuff with the last few races remaining in the title battles. So sit back as we hear from Sergio Perez talking about how he wants to make amends before the end of this season, and Christian Horner downplaying Red Bull's advantage at these last few circuits over their title rivals, Mercedes. I'm Ollie Wilson for GPFans, and this is everything that you should be knowing in the world of Formula 1 this weekend. Before we go any further, just hit that subscribe button down below to stay up to date with everything that we do here at the channel. But now, let's get into the all-important headlines. Christian Horner is back to his downplaying best again this weekend as he's trying to play down Red Bull's chances in the F1 title battle, saying it's a 50-50 split as to which tracks favour either Red Bull or Mercedes to close out the season. 2.5 months remain in the campaign, and with Qatar recently added to the schedule, Formula 1 is now finally set for the ultimate showdown. 2 points separate Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen in the drivers' standings as they head to Turkey next week before we go to Austin, Texas, a manic triple header in Mexico, Brazil and Qatar, and finishing off with the Saudi Arabian and Abu Dhabi Grand Prix respectively. Horner and Red Bull will be hoping there's a chance to close the 33-point lead that Mercedes hold in the Constructors' title fight. And while many feel that a number of the tracks favour the Flying Dutchman Verstappen and his team, the Red Bull team principal feels it's far more of a 50-50 split as to whose car holds the advantage. I don't think there are any circuits that stand out as strongly as Russia and Monza, but for sure Mercedes will be strong, assessed Horner. They won in Turkey last year, so they will be strong there. But then Austin, we should be there or thereabouts, and Brazil, Mexico, we've always been strong. We don't know anything about Qatar, and we don't know anything about Jeddah, and then Abu Dhabi. So you could say it's a 50-50 as to what's left on the table, of which favours slightly one more than the other. Speaking about the eventual outcome of the Russian Grand Prix that saw Max Verstappen drive from the back of the grid to finish second on the podium behind Lewis Hamilton and do a great job of damage limitation after taking that grid penalty due to a new power unit, Horner was elated with how last weekend ended up. If anyone had offered us that prior to the weekend, we would have bitten their arm off, added Horner. So to have achieved that, to come away from two Mercedes strongholds with only a 2-point deficit in the Drivers' Championship is hugely encouraging, and with 7 to go, it's all to play for. True words from Christian Horner, and the Red Bull team principal will be delighted with what he's hearing from his other driver that isn't in the Drivers' Championship battle, as Sergio Perez has said he wants to turn things around with Red Bull before the season's end, with the Mexican driver recently seeming to struggle for the team that he's committed his F1 future to. While Sundays haven't been much of a problem with Perez, as he put together a number of great overtaking moves in Zandvoort, and he had a strong race in Russia before the rain washed away the chances of a podium. But Saturdays have been a stumbling block, with poor qualifying performances tying one arm behind his back for race day and forcing him to produce his best just to dig himself out of the holes he's dug for himself. Sat 5th behind Lando Norris in the drivers' standings, Perez was asked if he was simply waiting for the season to finish so he could rest ahead of 2022. Perez replied, "No, not at all. There is still a long way to go. I've been in this position before and I will turn things around. I have no doubts. Every weekend it can turn around, so I am looking forward to the rest of the year, and we are in a big battle in the Constructors with Mercedes. I think the pace has improved quite a bit in the last few weekends. We just have to make sure we get the final bit together to transform the results. We've done it before, and I am sure we can do this again. I fully believe in the team. There is still a long way to go." So positive signs from Red Bull that they are obviously taking everything very seriously going into these last few races of the 2021 season. Is Christian Horner doing the right thing by downplaying his team's potential advantage at the remaining tracks? Let us know in the comments section below, and can Sergio play a pivotal role in helping to close that gap in the Constructors' Championship and perhaps help Max Verstappen become Drivers' World Champion? Let us know your thoughts. Get onto Twitter and Instagram as well, at GPFans Global. And of course, hit subscribe down below to stay up to date with everything that we do here at the channel.